So welcome back to the Sawmill, friends. It is a windy day here in Tennessee. I hope the audio's coming through pretty good for you guys. I did get a new microphone right there. That's the DJI wireless microphone. I think it's working pretty good. We'll see how it does today in these windy conditions. I got a few things I need to get done this morning before we start sawmilling. The first thing we need to do is run up to the Napa. Actually, maybe O'Reilly's. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go to be honest with you. They're all right there close to each other. I need to get some fuel stabilizer for the diesel tank. I got it filled up yesterday and it was costly, friends. My goodness, it was a lot of money to fill that thing up. But I need to pour some stabilizer in there. That way this winter, the diesel fuel is good to go. Let's go up here and check on the chickens before we go. Hello, ladies. We're getting about 10 eggs a day right now out of the chickens. We have 15 chickens total and 4 of them are youngsters. This tank right here, friends, holds 100 gallons. I got it filled up 2 days ago. This is farm diesel, red dye, off-road diesel. It's all the same thing. It's a little bit cheaper than your regular diesel that you put in your regular truck that goes down the road. Taxes are a big difference on this right here. It's where it saves you money, but you can only run this for agricultural equipment and stuff like that. I paid $4.39 a gallon for diesel. I got 100 gallons. And this stuff right here will preserve the diesel, so if it gets pretty cold this winter, it won't gum up on you. It's kind of like Stay-Bill that you put in gasoline, except it's for diesel. Good stuff right here. But don't do what I do and spill some of it right there. That's what happens when you're trying to look at your camera and do something at the same time. You make a mess. First up on the sawmill today, another spalted maple. And that one right there, friends, looks pretty bad. I'm not sure what we'll get out of that. And I got a decent ash log right behind it. Now before we crank up the sawmill, I got some cleanup to do. In almost every video, people always ask, what do you do with the sawdust? Well, friends, 90% of it goes to the burn pile. Let me explain. Sawdust is just like your wood slabs that come off your logs. People say they're going to come get them, and guess what? They never show up. Now, some of the sawdust does go on my garden and my compost pile, but friends, I can only use so much. And if I'm sawing black walnut, I gotta burn that stuff because it's toxic for your plants. This stuff right here is almost like baby powder. It's not good for animals. So most of the time, I use the bucket and I get in here and get as much as I can, but I like to top it off. So I get my shovel and fill the bucket up to the very top. Like I was saying earlier, this is a short log. It's barely 8 feet. Diameter on the operator's side is about 18 inches, so not a really big log. I think we're going to saw this one into 4/4 boards. It would be really nice if we can get some good spalting out of these and then kiln dry them and have some really nice finished 3/4 boards once we run them through the molder here in a few months after they go through the kiln. But before we get started, a few things to cover real fast. Number one, on the Sawmill, Maine Silvertip Turbo 7, if you want those blades. give Joe Maine a phone call. His cell phone number is down in the video description. And also, guys, for those of you on Facebook, go check out my page when you have time. There's a link down below. Make sure you follow it. I'm putting a lot of older videos on Facebook and kind of redoing them like 3 or 4 minute formats. That's what the algorithm on Facebook likes more than YouTube. They like shorter content. And it's pretty interesting because I am finding a lot of older videos with some edits that never made it to YouTube. So make sure you follow me on Facebook because there is content going up over there that never makes it to YouTube. There's a link down below. I really appreciate it. And the last thing, I want to thank everybody on Patreon for supporting me on the channel. I really appreciate it. And to all you guys out there watching my content, I really appreciate you also. Let's open this one up and hopefully we got some good spalting. Key word is hopefully.
The city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat races, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends